Hi guys. Hi guys, Louis back again. Got a cup of tea. So it's not going to be a long live because the kids are here. But guess what? We're going to read From Here to the Great Unknown, Chapter 3, Part 2. So if you want to watch Chapter 3, Part 1, it's on the last live stream. How we going then? Okay, so who we got? It's Defending Elvis Presley. Fans Want the Truth. I'm in Southwest UK. My name's Louis. I'm 57. And we, with Team Elvis, we defend Elvis every day. So before I get going, I thought I would try and get a few people more to join us. So I'm just going to quickly go through all the names, tell them that we're live. It does take a few minutes. If you guys friend request each other, that will help me loads because we know that the notifications on YouTube are useless. Hi, Chicky Blue. We got Karen and Chicky Blue and Teresa. Right, let's have a look. Let's just go through some names. I've got about 20 names here that I inform when we go live, which isn't enough, really. I think the whole point of the chat, the 24-hour chat on Facebook, Defending Elvis Presley, the whole point of it is so that I can let you guys know when we're live. It just doesn't seem to be working out, does it, guys? So it's quite frustrating that every time I go live, I've got to send loads of people messages. But we're going to do it, guys. We're going to do it because I enjoy it more when you guys are with me. I feel like I like the company, and I can do the lives without anybody on, and then we tend to get up to 500 people watch it the next day, but it's not the same. It's not the same. To me, you want interaction, you want the subscribers, the members joining in. I just think it's really important that that we come together when we do these lives. I just think it makes all the difference. Plus, you guys can chat with each other, isn't it? Deborah, you're on. Well done. It is confusing, Deborah. I know. I wish there was a magic button that I could press that just we all come together at the same time. But there isn't. So I am reading today, guys. I'm reading, yeah, which I'm starting to get used to. And do you know what? I spent an hour trying to work out yesterday, going through all the settings, trying to understand why the notification bell doesn't work with all you guys, even though you've got it turned on. Now, this is one Elaine jumps in and says and tells us, gives us instructions how to turn our notification bells on. We have done it, Elaine. We've done it. It doesn't work. It's broken. YouTube is broken. So, right, we've just told Stacy, Thea, I think Elizabeth. Some of that. We've got Philomena and Olga. Let's get Olga on. Some of you are new names. Emily, is Emily there? Obviously, a lot of you go off to work. Some of you are retired. Some of you are semi-retired. Some of you have got grandkids. Martino, remember you promised to be quiet? Good boy. He's so good. Did you love it at school? Yeah, Rio, you can make him something. You want chocolate salad, yeah? Well done, yeah.
No, I want a ham sandwich.
Okay, I can make you a ham sandwich. Right. Okay. Right, I think that's everyone. We've got Nikki as well. Okay. I think that's everyone. Linda. Pat. Let's get Pat on. Now, it's America, isn't it, guys? So a lot of you are waking up around. Is that right? No, a lot of you, it's still morning. Is that so? What time is it where you are, guys? What time? Tell me the country you're in and what time it is, if you don't mind. I'm in Southwest UK. near a town called Bristol. My hometown is called Weston-super-Mare. And I've just picked the kids up from school. I picked up my son Rio from work. So it's 9:50 a.m. in Missouri for Deborah. So here it's 3:31 p.m. here. Right, I'm going to make him a ham sandwich. Then he's going to promise me to be quiet. And you react, Tino. Yeah. Right, so I reckon I'm going to be reading for a good half an hour. And then we're going to put a film on. We're going to watch a shark film.
No shark film.
I thought you liked shark films.
I don't want.
All right, what film do you want to watch then, mate? Hey, what film do you want to watch?
The robot one.
The what?
The robot
Oh yeah,
one.
Terminator. Do you know what? That is a very good choice. We love Terminator. So I'm back. Tino, I'm back.
I'm back.
I'm back.
I'm back.
I'll be back. I'll be back. Say I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Do you want to sing an Elvis song with me?
No.
No. Rio, you want to sing an Elvis song with me? Mm. Okay, that's a standing no. So, okay, we've got your ham. We're going to chop the crust off. Tina doesn't like crust. So welcome to my kitchen, guys. The wife has just gone to work. She works in a trampoline gymnasium.
No, that's not.
She doesn't do it for money. She does it for love. She just enjoys it. Okay. Right, then we are now going to go and read. Okay, ham sandwich finished. Get a bit of water. Okay, I know you'll ask me for that. Okay, ham sandwich. Tina, I'll put it here for you. Let's tidy up my mess so the wife doesn't tell me off. Okay. We're done. You're sorted, mate. You're sorted. Shut the drawer. Put the bread away. Get rid of the knife. I've even got you some water. We're sorted. Right. Do we have Elvis? Guys, my world. My world. So let me just put Elvis in the background. And I just want to top my tea up. The water's just boiling over here. Nice biscuits, mate. Now, of course, I don't eat biscuits. But... So my 16-year-old son Rio is having biscuits with his tea. I'm not allowed biscuits. My diet doesn't let me have biscuits. I don't eat bread either. So I'll settle for a cup of tea with a tiny bit of honey. Okay, who we got on? So 15 people. Not great, is it, guys? Not great. It's like YouTube. You need to do your job properly. But it doesn't matter. We can start reading. Yeah, I'll make you a cup of tea there, Debbie. You want ham with your tea? Yep. I'm surprised he didn't ask me for a chocolate sandwich. Normally, he asks for a chocolate sandwich, so I'm doing well.
Normally?
Yeah.
You asked me for a bubble.
All right, don't be rude. Right, I'll be ready. We're going to read. How can I read where I get nice and comfy? I like to be side on. I find that side on, I read better. God knows why. With my tea at hand. So remember, we are reading from page 84, and it's chapter 3, part 2. So if you want part 1 of chapter 3, it's the last live stream. We finished. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. So we finished. Remember what happened? We were just getting to the parts where she was going to discuss the alleged abuse. Remember, we're not really allowed to say it, but allegedly, for entertainment purposes, Michael Edwards, SA, abused Lisa Marie. We believe Lisa. We believe it. But we have to say this is for entertainment purposes. We have to say that. Hi, Cherie. Okay, we've got a few more joining us now. Welcome to Defending Elvis Presley. We are going to read From Here to the Great Unknown, Chapter 3, Part 2. The first time Edwards came into my room in the middle of the night. She's just in the lounge. You can go in there if you want. I'm gonna read this. Yeah. Do you want to go in there or are you staying here? Okay, no more talking now, because I'm gonna have to beat you.
No,
You'll beat me. The first time Edwards came into my room in the middle of the night, drunk, kneeling, was years before. Right, I need to say this again. The first time Edwards came into my room in the middle of the night, he was drunk, kneeling, was years before. I think I was Tino, I'm reading. I think I was 10. Eventually it came that he would spank me. Guys, what is that? Eventually it came that he would spank me. That's just odd, yeah? Hi, Olga. Don't look at me, he'd say. Don't turn your head. He wouldn't be mad at me. He did it very calmly, just sitting in a chair, whacking my arse. My butt would be black. I know it is. My butt would be black and blue, orange and green. It was kind of the same drill every time. He'd come in the room, do what he did. Once I showed my mum my B, and she said, well, what did you do to cause that? As if he had just given me for misbehavior. Just give me an S for misbehavior. What's that? Does Louis know it's been skipped out? What's that mean? Do you mean that some of the other books don't have it? Is that what you mean, Karen? Yes, I know that some books don't have it. Yes, I know that. Yeah. We've got snivelly nose, but now I'm going to... Oh, my God, something's bothering me. Right. What did you do to cause that? If he had just given me an essing and misbehavior, and then she'd go and scream at him. He'd say, oh, I was drunk, and then she would make him come in and apologize. I would feel bad and forgive him. We don't have, yes, we know, yeah, I know that some of the books are different, aren't they? So I'm going to sneeze. There must be some pepper here. I think we had roast dinner here yesterday, and they were having pepper. I want to sneeze. Right. He'd still come into my room now and then, but I would move or do something to make him think that I was waking up. And then he'd run down the hallway back to my mum's room, freak out, and stay away. It's wrong, isn't it, guys? At this point in my life, my mum was trying to have a career. She was trying to be a model, an actress, and she was doing commercials. She should have been trying to be a mother, yeah? So she left town quite a bit. And as crazy as it sounds, Michael Edwards was there more than a mother. So sad, isn't it? So sad. Michael Edwards was there more than my mother. It just ain't right, is it, guys? I was more used to having him around than her. Every Christmas, my mum would give me amazing gifts. He didn't have much to do the same, as I would always cry on Christmas Day because I felt so bad for him. He would be really hard on himself, and he played the part of the pitiful victim. Hi, Elizabeth. But still, he had the terrible temper. One morning, he made some comment about how I needed to get my peas off.
Can I have a cookie.
Yes. Do you know where they are?
Cookie.
Okay, you can have them if you know where they are.
But can you get me one of that?
Yasmin, will you give them a cookie each, please? Right. I needed to get my panties off, my peas off. Do you know where they're? Let Rio do it, please. Right. Remember, we're going to do it nicely, yeah? We're just sorting out the cookies, guys. So let me just have a look. So we've got, my son brought me the audio book a few weeks after, and it's cut out of the UK audio book. I know that there's a free audio book on YouTube. So, right, remember I'm reading. Do you want to sit on this chair? There you go. You want to sit here? Right, okay, we're reading. We're reading this book. Did you do reading at school today? Good girl. Are you good at reading? Yeah. Right, so let's just think. We are... Right, let me just see where we are. But he still had a terrible temper. One morning he made some comment about how I needed to get my pee off and the dryer, and I think I said something nasty like, "It's not like you're not enjoying that," under my breath. And I was walking out of the room. He took the dining room chair and launched it at me. It hit me in the back. It didn't hit me that hard, but it got me enough to scare the S out of me, and I was crying the whole way to school. They're saying hello to you. Say hello to Team Elvis.
Hello, Elvis.
Hi, Team Elvis.
Where are we?
Hang on, I don't. Right, Yasmin, I don't really want you to read this. This is not for Yasmin, because this book's for older people. But what, guys? 1 second. Let's get a book that's more suitable for kids. Look at this. A rough guide to Elvis. Let's read about Elvis when he was little. Do you want to read about Elvis when he was little? Here's a picture. Yeah, don't worry, Debbie. I'm onto the kids' book. Isn't that a cute little book? Right. Let's try and bit when Elvis was a kid. Right, are we ready? Right, are you ready to read about Elvis when he was little? You got it. Mother and son, at the age of just 3, Elvis began to behave as a surrogate father, patting his mother on the head and saying, "There's my little baby." It was the start of the transformation that saw him replace his father as the effective head of his family. While Elvis is only 3, yeah?
3.
See, look. Yeah? It's cute, isn't he, with his hat? Let me show you guys. Yeah, don't worry, Elizabeth, I won't. I got this book now. Right, there we go. Let's have a look. Where are we? It was the start of the transformation that saw him replace his family as the effective head of the family. Whilst Elvis' relationship with his mother is unquestionably pivotal to his life, it was not as claustrophobic as many have suggested. Only his aggrieved mother, Dee Stanley, has seriously suggested something. Yeah, we know about that, don't we, guys? Right, let me try and move to when he was a kid. I like these, the ones where they talk about his childhood. When Elvis was as young as 8. Oh, this book is so cute. It's £3.80 delivered from Amazon. Amazon, £3.80 from Amazon. A Rough Guide to Elvis. It's the best value book I have ever bought.
Show them this.
Yeah, I will do. I'm going to read this. Right, let's keep going. Right, he regularly hitched a ride to the studios of a local radio station, Wello, where he'd watch his first idol, the country singer Mississippi Slim. His child, right, Tina, remember I'm reading. Right. I know that one, yeah. His childish persistence eventually persuaded the star to accompany him on a Saturday afternoon amateur show. All right, this is interesting, guys. Yeah, it's a good book. Debbie, do you like it? Is it a good book? Yes, it is, isn't it? It's a cute little book. Let's keep going on it.
So small.
Right. So eventually persuaded the star to accompany him on a Saturday afternoon amateur show, although Gladys sometimes came along. Both the locals who took him and the station's personnel remember that as a rule he was on his own. That hardly squares with the myth that Gladys never let Elvis out of her sight. There is, though, no denying that Gladys and Elvis had an exceptionally close bond. So Christine Robert Presley, who minded him, told Gladys, "Once I lost a baby too, and you know what? That will kill you quicker than anything." Vernon, right, let's have a look. Elvis used the guitar that he was given for his 9th or 10th birthday to good effect, coming 5th in a talent contest in 1945 Mississippi Alabama Fair. And then it said, quote, "I didn't have any music or anything. I couldn't get anybody to play for me. I couldn't play for myself because I didn't know how, so I just went out there and started singing." He recalled in 1956, I'd set my heart on singing and nothing in the world could have stopped me from entering the talent contest. I did it all by my own." Ah, right.
Double date.
Now, Yasmin, what they're saying is that when Elvis was 9 or 10,
Yeah.
I think in 1945, at the Mississippi Alabama Fair, he entered a talent contest.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what? I'm trying to see. Let's just see how well he did. Did he come, guys, in this talent contest? Did he come 5th? Is that right?
Yeah.
Let's see what they say. Do you think it was 5th?
Yeah.
Get it. It's Amazon. £3.80 delivered.
Karen.
Let me show you it again. It's excellent. Look how thick it is. It's the size of my hand.
Size of my hand.
Yeah. And it has loads of pictures. Loads. And it literally covers every aspect of Elvis's life. Right, so let's
I'm playing with my dog right now.
that's fine. I'm gonna find
Wait.
right, let's read this. I think because the kids are here, guys, we're gonna stick with this book for a while. On the other being gorgeous, I've struggled to understand why Elvis married her. She was so cold-natured, so opposite of H's net. Well, hi, Caroline. Welcome to our show. Welcome to our live stream. Welcome to Team Elvis. My answer to you is I don't think Elvis got to see the real Priscilla until after they got engaged, after she got pregnant. I believe that. I think there was two sides to Priscilla. Obviously, we can use, let me just show you. We can use this book as an example. I think this book has more of a closer idea of the real Priscilla. I think that. So I think he got to see the real Priscilla once they got engaged and once she got pregnant. Obviously, we know she got pregnant on the night of the wedding. Then Elvis got to see her true colors. Everything changed, didn't it? We know about the Steve Peck affair with just months after Lisa Marie was born with Steve Peck, the dance instructor. So I think that is my answer to your question, Caroline. Right, so I'm going to keep reading this book. It's quite interesting. The Presleys' first years in Memphis were a case of same story, different location. As Gladys and Vernon, and sometimes Elvis, all sought work to make ends meet. Their jobs were interchangeable as their homes. Their one true fixed abode before Graceland was Winchester Avenue, Lauderdale Courts from 1949 to 1953. Elvis made few friends at his new school, Humes High, although two of his fellow pupils, Red West and George Klein, became lifelong companions. Never one to suffer isolation quietly, he compensated for a vicious case of acne with a ducktail haircut. Red prevented bullies cutting it off. We know about this, don't we, guys? About Red West. It's in the Kurt Russell film, isn't it? And do you know what's funny? Because I read something that Red West, before he sort of saved Elvis from getting his hair cut by the bullies in the toilet, we all know that scene, that actually Red was a bit of a bully. And that it was only once he befriended Elvis that he sort of calmed down a bit. So is this true, guys? I'll tell you what it's called. It's called Rough Guide to Elvis. Remember, Amazon, £3.80 next day delivery. Amazon. Sorry, I got snivels today, guys. Let's have a look. Yes. So let's keep going. Even after the acne disappeared, he never lost his taste for flashy clothes or sideburns. His guitar. Let's have a look. Also ever present, Johnny Brunette records seeing Elvis perform at the local fire station, and he sang to the girls in his life, especially the First Love Dixie Lock. Around this point, rock and roll history gets a bit of a muddy received wisdom. Has Elvis' first meeting with Scotty Moore, Bill Black, in 1954, when Sun owner Sam Phillips brought them together. Bill Black's son Louis insists, that's a good name, guys, insists that Elvis met Bill in 1951. That's hardly unlikely. Bill's mother lived in Lauderdale Courts, and his younger brother Johnny used to jam with the 16-year-old Elvis Presley in the laundry room. And I've read about this. Do you guys know about the laundry room in Lauderdale Courts? I think it's down the bottom, and I think the reason they would sing in there, jam in there, whatever, is because the acoustics was really good. Did you guys know about that? You can actually still visit it to this day. Right. So the laundry room beneath the Presley apartment. The only surviving member of the trio, Scotty Moore, says he might have met Bill because Bill's mother and brother were still living in Lauderdale Courts. Bill had already married and moved away, but he might have met him if he had gone there visiting, but not in musical context. So I'm trying to read your messages as we go. Let's have a look. Yes, we know about. I've read it quite a few times. I've even seen a video. Is it the spa guy? I'm pretty sure the spa guy goes in there and does a video in the laundry room. Also, the video that I watched, you can actually rent and stay the night at Lauderdale Courts. Did you know that, guys? You can go to Lauderdale Courts and rent a room for the night. Did any of you know that? The same room that Elvis slept in. Let's have a look. Another boy, Jesse Lee Denson, was supposed to give Elvis guitar lessons. His father, James, says he remembers Elvis's son, Johnny and Dorsey Brunette, and Johnny and Bill Black performing outside the Black apartment. Unfortunately, the date to give was before the Presleys had arrived in Memphis. But he also recalls Presley crying like a baby because Gladys would not let him go with the Brunettes to a concert in the Millingham Naval Base. Now, guys, this has come up. Now, this is what I've been reading lately. And actually, part of it was, you know, this story that we have. Let me just get it. This story that, you know, the Are You Lonesome, you know, the Lucy and Desiree story about Elvis having a secret child. Yeah. In this part of her thing where she's trying to prove this is true, is that she's saying that Elvis did do a bit of singing before he walked into Sun Records, Memphis Studios. Yeah. So I think one of the arguments is that I'm trying to go from memory, but one of the arguments is Lucy is saying that around 1953 Elvis was singing, and I think one of the arguments is that he wasn't. That this section here, this is the bit I read, says that when he was 16, he was singing. He was singing with these people. So if you tie it together, it sort of proves that Lucy's saying that Elvis sang around 1953, I think, if I'm getting my facts right, is true. Hello, she wants to show you her doll. So you can show them stuff while I do this.
Yeah. It's my doll.
You're playing with spiders. Right, so let me just read that bit. Presley has arrived in Memphis, but he also recalls Presley. Oh, no, we've done that bit. Let's have a look. Right, here we go. He recalls Presley crying like a baby because Gladys wouldn't let him go with the brunettes to a concert at Millington Naval Base. There is also considerable, if not conclusive, evidence that Presley performed with the brunettes. He walked into Sun Records in the summer of 1953 to cut My Happiness. My Happiness. So she was saying, I think, in the book, Are You Lonesome, that he was singing just before this and that he would sort of walk in on gigs. Does that sound right to you guys? Yeah, I'm not trying to use this to prove that it's true. I'm just saying that Elvis was singing before everyone thinks. He was singing before everyone thinks, in and around his area where he lived. That's my point. Right, yeah, her doll's cute, isn't it, Elizabeth? All right, Elizabeth loves your doll.
Yeah.
Do you want me to show that close up?
Her name is Chelsea.
This is Chelsea.
Chelsea? I like her. I have a whole family.
Let's have a look. Yeah, but we're not. Do you know what? At the moment, I'm giving this book a rest. There's too much of a backlash on this book, so I want things to die down a bit, and then we are going to go through this book again, but not yet. Not yet. I want to calm things down a bit, and then we'll get back to it. Right. Everyone's saying hello, of course. Right, where are we? So there is, right, here we go. Whilst the deliverance might not seem to amount to a hill of beans, it does matter. The official story serves to confirm the view of Presley, a man whose innate genius was as much of a genetic accident as a premature hair loss. Now, let me just find a good bit. Something gave Elvis his final shove. The key may be the Humes School Talent Show in April 1953. Elvis sang Cold, Cold, Icy Fingers and was asked to do an encore. Do we know about this, guys? I'll repeat that because it's quite interesting. The key may be the Humes School Talent Show in 1953. Elvis sang Cold, Cold, Icy Fingers and was asked to do an encore. After hearing the thunderous applause of his peers, one girl actually fainted. Elvis came off stage and blurted out to his teacher, "They really like me. They really like me. Mrs. Scrivener, they really like me. They really like me, Mrs. Scrivener." The next month, he hitched 240 miles to enter a talent contest at the Jimmy Rogers Country Festival. the Jimmy Rogers Country Festival in Mississippi and won second prize. There we go. Now, I've heard about this festival. It was a very famous festival, wasn't it?
Yummy.
So he basically came second place then he hitched a ride, a 240-mile ride to enter a talent contest at the Jimmy Rogers Country Festival in Meridian, Mississippi, and won second prize. A guitar, it looked Elvis Presley 2.5 years to become an overnight success. So it looked like Elvis Presley. It took him 2.5 years to become an overnight success. Oh, thanks, Chicky Blue. We're taking her dancing soon. She goes dancing twice a week, isn't it? Twice a week she goes dancing. No, 3 times. Because you do ballet. She does ballet. She does, what do you call it? Contemporary, and the other one, contemporary and jazz, yeah. And then the other one is street dance, is it? So she does 3 dances a week. So, and she does trampolining,
and gymnastics,
and she does gymnastics,
and swimming,
and swimming.
And I do swimming.
They do, and Tino does swimming and football. My wife loves them doing lots of clubs.
I do loads of things.
She does a lot of things. My wife keeps them busy.
I do a lot of things.
You definitely do, Tino.
You just do. Sometimes I get sweaty when I go on the trampoline.
Right.
Daddy, I love these people.
I know you do. So I'm just catching up with your messages, guys.
I got cold.
So Karen said hello. Deborah said hello. Jane said hello. Everyone's saying hello to you. You're too popular. You're taking over.
Hello.
Chicky Blue said you're cute. Right. This. I'm just catching up on the messages. Does Tino like to do gymnastics? Tino, do you like gymnastics?
No.
No, but you do a bit. They've got a bar in the other room.
I never do gymnastics.
Oh, but they've got a gymnastics bar in the other room. What's that bar called?
Bar.
Yeah, it's like a bar that they spin round on. I don't actually know what it's called.
It's called a bar.
A bar. It's pretty dangerous looking thing. It's not my favorite thing, but my wife bought it for them. Yasmin's very good at it. Very good.
I'm very good at it.
Yes, you are. You're both amazing, fantastic.
I don't have loads of things on it.
I know you are. I've watched you.
And he's really good at gymnastics, so it's easy to teach him.
It's cool. Yeah. Do you know what? You know what I mean? You know, like you get when you watch gymnastics and they swing upside down and they spin around and they stand up on it and they land on their waist. It's one of those.
Well, I can't
Yeah.
stand
Oh, thanks,
up
Natalie.
on it. I can stand up on it, but I need a bar in front of me to hold on to it.
Yeah. I want to know what it's called. Is it? I know. Parallel bars. Yes, it's parallel bars, guys. That's what it is. Yeah, man. Stacy got it. Stacy, look. Stacy said parallel bars.
No, it's just called bars.
Now, parallel bars means there's 2 bars like
No,
that.
that's not mine. That's not what mine is called. Mine is called just a single bar.
Yeah, it's obviously a miniature version, but they spin, they lean on it and spin around and get on the top of it. And
Like this.
it's dangerous.
It isn't. It's so
It's dangerous.
fun. I'm going on it right now, actually.
All right, okay, have fun. Right, let's have a look. Right, here we go. Let's read. This section's called A Star is Born. The song, I'll show you actually, in case you want to buy the book. A Star is Born. Now, just so you know, there's a lot of pictures in this book. A lot of pictures. Let me just... I'll tell you what, if you're going on a train or an aeroplane journey and you want something that will fit in your bag quite happily, I highly recommend it. It's literally, there's loads of pictures all the way through it. and it literally covers every aspect, including all the movies. It starts from his childhood in Tupelo, and it goes right up, obviously, until the day he died. It's just brilliant. Just when I bought it, I couldn't believe it was £3.80 from Amazon, next day delivery. And when I looked through it, I was like, wow. If you want to know everything you can possibly imagine about Elvis, spend £3.80 and it's all here. Hi, Nanda. Nanda, are you a new person, Nanda? Right, let me just, I want to go, I'm going to stick with this book for a bit longer. We're going to carry on with From Here to the Great Unknown tomorrow. The problem is that is book, you've got to be over 18 for that, From Here to the Great Unknown. So I don't really want to read it in front of the kids. Right, well, hi, Nanda. Welcome to Team Elvis. What is the name? The name of the book is A Rough Guide to Elvis. A Rough Guide to Elvis, and it is on Amazon. £3.80 delivered. Next day delivery. Well, you know what? It says sold out, but when you click on it, should we have a look? Should we see if it's still for sale? Yasmin, they're trying to buy this book. Guys, we're gonna have a look.
Daddy, why does it have a cover?
Let's have a look. I'm going to look for you guys. We'll go on to Amazon.
It's red.
Yeah. What it is, the cover is actually in good condition, but this is knackered. Actually, we could sellotape it, couldn't we? It has got the missing bit. We just have to sellotape it.
What way is it?
There. Put it there. Then that side. Then lift that flat. Put it there. Then we open the first page of the book. And then that folds, move it over a little bit. Then you open the last page. Then you close it. It's falling apart. Right.
We need a new one.
We're going to go on Amazon. We're going to type in Rough Guide to Elvis.
I need my phone.
Rough Guide to Elvis. Let's see what comes up, guys. Right, there we are. Look.
Just push me.
So it is on there. Now let's see if you can buy it. Right, here we go. Yeah, look, it's cheaper. It's actually cheaper, guys.
How much is it? How much is it?
£3.03. £3 and 3 pence. Now, does that include delivery?
No.
I think it does.
Only one left in stock.
Yeah, but they always say that. It says one left in stock. But it did that last time. Every time you buy it, it still keeps saying one left in stock. Let's see if we can get it to focus. Look. £3 and 3 pence from Amazon, next day delivery.
It looks like
Actually, no, this one's not next day delivery. This one's delivery between the 22nd and the 25th. It's a bargain. It's an absolute bargain. £3. What is that?
I want to see the picture of it.
Should we start looking at some of the pictures?
No.
Right, let's look at some of the pictures. Come on.
Oh,
So we're going to do some pictures. We have Colonel Tom Parker
I can't say.
and Elvis.
Uh-huh.
Let's keep going to the next one.
Oh, that's.
Oh no, I don't want a big clear one. Oh, what's that? Elvis. Oh, that's a good picture. Look, Elvis in the army, and it's snowing.
Oh, yeah.
Elvis in the army, and it's snowing.
Snow.
When it rains and it's pouring,
I don't like this one.
and the old man is
Snowing.
snoring. That it is a bargain, though, isn't it, guys? £3.
It's a bargain.
People throw away £3. Let's keep going. Oh, look, that's a nice picture. Just right, this one's called Elvis. I'll tell you what we'll do. Every time I see a picture, I'll read a small section of it. Yeah. Elvis is back, a civilian once more. On the 5th of March, 1960, Sergeant Elvis Presley set out to reconquer the world, being welcomed back into the showbiz establishment by Frank Sinatra on a TV show that streamed of #1 soon resumed. Stuck on You, It's Now or Never, Are You Lonesome Tonight? Now, I know about this. When he came back from the army, obviously he's left Priscilla and he had other girlfriends in the army in 1959. So in 1960, he takes a massive train journey home. There were people stood all the way along the railway tracks, the railway stations, waiting to watch Elvis's homecoming, coming back to America on his way to do the Frank Sinatra show. And I think Nancy Sinatra met him and gave him a gift from Frank, which was a silk shirt. This is why you see these famous pictures of Nancy with Elvis when he's coming out of the army. And then when he gets back, he does the Frank Sinatra show. Now, Frank Sinatra had said a few things against rock and roll. He wasn't a fan of rock and roll. Frank Sinatra felt that rock and roll music was causing delinquent behavior with the teenagers. Now, Frank Sinatra was proved wrong, and they became very good friends. Frank Sinatra and Elvis, they did have their differences because Elvis went on to do the film GI Blues. Was the first film that he did after coming out of the army, which was a massive success, of course. And it's rumored that he started seeing Juliet Prowse. We all know who Juliet Prowse is, who was once engaged to Frank Sinatra. So they did step on each other's toes, but I will say this, they did hit it off. They did hit it off, Frank Sinatra and Elvis. And it is said that when Elvis was in hospital, Frank Sinatra would phone Elvis to try and help him. And Elvis had a lifelong friendship with Nancy Sinatra. They never had an affair. I think Nancy was engaged to, I think, Tommy Sands. Is it Tommy Sands? Am I getting that name right? Now, Nancy Sinatra does now admit that she did have a crush on him. She did fancy him. She loved kissing him during the movie filming on set, for movie purposes. Never any romance. But she did always say that she thought he was absolutely beautiful and one of the nicest people that she ever met. And she said he was beautiful to look at. And there are some good interviews showing Nancy Sinatra talking about Elvis on YouTube. Some quite awkward interviews where they're asking her if they'd had an affair. She clearly says no. And Nancy Sinatra does follow us defending Elvis on Twitter. Nancy Sinatra follows our channel defending Elvis on Twitter. So I think she has seen, I've made quite a few videos of Nancy Sinatra and Elvis. Yeah. In fact, now we're talking about it, let's see if I can find them. Let's see if we can find them, guys. Let's have a look. Right, let me just find them, guys. Okay, okie doke, spooky. Right, I'm going to try and, so we go to my YouTube. So the way I tend to find, I don't know if you guys know, I do a lot of videos and shorts, mini documentaries, yeah? So if I put in Nancy Sinatra, and Elvis. It might come up. Let's see what comes up. Let's have a look. Aha, we found one. Let's play this, guys. Are you ready?
Did you and the king ever get it on?
I wish I could say yes, but no.
Oh, really?
No.
I heard that you romanced each other back around 1968.
You did? Oh, that's neat. No, didn't happen.
How come? No chemistry?
When I met him, I was 19 and engaged to Tommy Sands. And when we did the film, he was married and pregnant.
I don't get to meet that many people who knew Elvis.
You mean, did we sleep together? I could bring it up because it didn't happen. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. He was a great kisser.
He was a good kisser?
Yeah.
The king could kiss. We all know that. I've seen the movies. You can tell that in the movies. Yeah. But what was he like as a person? You know, so he was a good kisser.
Funny, and sweet, and fidgety. He would always be moving, either his foot.
That's my
and
thing.
he smoked these long
cigarellos.
Yeah.
Cigarellos. I've seen pictures of him smoking those.
Yeah.
I love that.
Did you and the king?
Let's see if we could. All right, should we try it? What's this one? My Time Heroes.
All-time heroes, my guys, Elvis Presley.
Right, here we go.
My all-time heroes, my guys, Elvis Presley.
Oh, me too.
Can you tell me anything about him? Because I don't get to meet that many people who knew Elvis.
You mean, did we sleep together?
Oh,
unfortunately, it didn't happen.
What was he
was a great kisser.
What was he like as a person?
Funny, and sweet, and fidgety. He would always be moving, either his foot.
I'm fidgety too.
His fingers.
Yes,
and he smoked these long
cigarellos. I've seen pictures of him smoking those. He was a real person to you then. You know?
Now all our friends are leaving.
Right, let's see if we can find another one. Let's have a look. Because I actually did quite a few. Let me just I really like Nancy Sinatra. Really, she's one of my favorites. I think I did about 6 or 7. Let's try again. Nancy Sinatra. She's a beautiful girl. And what was it? Was it called Speedway? Was the film called Speedway, guys? Maybe you guys will know. And didn't they do more than one film together? Is that the one with the Incredible Hulk guy? Bill Bixby. Bill Bixby. Here we go. Let's turn it up. Hi guys, I'm gonna do a video about Elvis Presley and Frank Sinatra and how they met and the history they had before they met, and once they did meet, why they went on to do the massive comeback welcoming home show at the Fontainebleau Hotel at Miami Beach. So where I am at the moment is I really don't know anything about Frank Sinatra and Elvis Presley friendship. I just know that in 1960, in March, they did a show that the whole world watched with Nancy Sinatra, Frank's daughter, and they made 2 movies together, which I think were Clambake and Speedway. So we're going to make this video together, and I'm just going to, as I learn things, I'm going to post small parts onto my video clips and piece them together with you guys. Love it. Love it. Guys, it was a 6-part, I'm pretty sure it was a 6-part video that I made. It was so... Go on, I'll play this for you guys. Have a look. It looks interesting. Hopefully it's going to work. Let me get my stand. Let me just move this here. Let's get my stand. I'm hoping this will be good. Hoping not too much music because YouTube block all the music I play, which is really annoying.
I'll need to access your YouTube data.
No,
problem.
right.
I won't.
Before I take this young lady's question, did you and the king ever get it on?
I wish I could say yes, but no.
Oh, really?
No.
I heard that you romanced each other back around 1968.
You did? Oh, that's neat. No, didn't happen.
How come? No chemistry?
When I met him, I was 19 and engaged to Tommy Sands. And when we did the film, he was married and pregnant.
He was pregnant also. That's it was big
So I
news.
was pregnant, and there are very strict rules about that sort of thing.
In your family?
I don't know about my family, but with me, yes.
Did you flirt?
Yeah, there was flirting, you know, but just friendly flirting. We were like the Cats and Jammer kids. You know, we used to ride a bicycle built for two around the studio, the MGM lot, and the tourists would go, wait a second, was that? You know, and we caused a lot of trouble around the set.
This is not. The King ever get it on?
I wish I could say yes, but no.
Oh, really?
No.
I heard that you romanced each other back around 1968.
You did? Oh, that's neat. No, didn't happen.
How come?
So it's repeating. It's repeating the same bit. Anyway, guys, it's time to go. I've got to take my daughter to her dancing lesson. So we're done for today. But in the end, I think what I'm going to do with that section of From Here to the Great Unknown, I think I'm going to read it again because I don't think we weren't able to cover it because obviously the kids are here. But it doesn't matter because we've had a brilliant time. We got to know this book. We got to know this book. Da, da, da. So did any of you buy it, guys? Did any of you buy this book? A Rough Guide to Elvis, £3.3 from Amazon. Do you think I'll make a good salesman? All right, guys, I'm going to say goodbye to all of you. Yes, we are in my kitchen, Josie. We're in my kitchen. Yes, starting to get dark now, guys. In the UK, it's cold and dark. We've had a nice time. We've chilled out together for an hour. An hour's gone very quick. I definitely intend to be doing more reading, guys. More reading. But do you know what? I want to go through this book more as well. I'm going to go through this book more. This book's very interesting. Okay, guys. The time is in England. Let's have a look. In England, it is 4:43 p.m. Pitch black, freezing cold. We've had a great time. Take care, everyone. Thanks for joining me. It means everything to me. Obviously, if you've enjoyed what I do, get us a coffee. Thank you so much for the super thank you and become a member. We love members on this channel. And of course, subscribe and like. Thanks, guys. You take care. All the best to you. Have a brilliant time. And I'll see you tomorrow morning. See you, guys.